Yeah, right there lads, Joe here, and in today's video we're going to be discussing a topic on how to communicate more effectively and more efficiently within Rainbow Six Siege, and just general tips and tricks that help improve my communication when I play with my buddies, that hopefully will help you guys in return. Now with that all being said, you're probably thinking to yourself, who the f is this guy to tell me how to communicate with my friends, how to make call outs, this, that and the other? Well, I've been playing FPS games since God knows how long, and I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege since the day it came out. Through all the seasons I've been slowly progressing. I started off as a silver one, then gold one, then platinum again. Now hopefully I'm aiming for diamond next season. So as I've been playing the game, I've been slowly progressing, and I've been noticing that a lot of the great teams always use great communication. It doesn't matter how good you are as a shooter, if you've got great call outs coming left, right and centre, feeding you information, it will just make your time a hell of a lot easier when it comes to taking out the enemy if you know exactly where they are. You could be Serenity for all that matters, but if you've got teammates making bloody monkey noises and scratching their armpits left, right and centre, you're not always going to be able to carry your team. But if you have great communication, great call-outs, you can succeed all the time. So these are my top 10 tips to help improve your communication with your team and to hopefully improve your game. So the first tip I've got for you guys is have a team plan. Talk with your team, find out who wants to do what, who's going to roam, who's going to be the main objective pusher, who's going to be running Thermite, Thatcher, all that good stuff. You need to have a good team plan because you don't want to just go into a game and everyone just picking people left, right and centre. Obviously it's a game, choose whoever the hell you want, choose whoever you're good with. But if no one's running a Thermite or Hibana, how are you going to get any objective? Same with defending as well. If you've not got any good roamers, what are you all going to do? You're all going to sit in the objective and get yourselves killed by a fuse? You got to have a team plan and know exactly who's running what, because then it will make it a hell of a lot easier to know who's running what. And if you need, say, I don't know, a Thatcher to come along, you know who exactly to make a call out to. Or if someone's roaming and you know they can get a perfect flank off, you know who exactly to call to make that flank. So my second tip for you guys is, it sounds pretty basic, but I see a lot of people doing it, and that's just having unnecessary conversations during the game. Like, I know them talking about work or talking about some girl and this and the other. Sure, obviously it's cool, you know, you're chilling with your friends, you want to play games, this and the other. But once the round starts, especially if you're playing ranked, once the round starts, cut any unnecessary conversations out the window. Sure, have a little chit chat here and there once the round ends and you're just picking your operators and all that malarkey. But once the round starts, cut it out, get on with your game. Reinforce walls, make call outs, say who you're going to run, put down your armour, this, that and the other, left, right, centre. And then start feeding that communication through. Because the last thing you want to hear is somebody talking about their mother's wedding when you're trying to listen out to see if there's a Jaeger roaming around or Caveira. So know when to have a random conversation and know when to cut it out. Generally speaking, you want to cut out the conversations just before the round starts. And with that being said, let's move on to number 3. And number 3 is speak clearly to who you're trying to communicate with. It sounds kind of dumb, but you don't want to be trying to make a call out going, there's a guy in a blue corridor. It's like, no, just cough that, take a drink of water. You gotta speak clearly. You can't be making mumbling. No, you gotta make them call outs clear. You could be mumbling, you could be coughing, you could be snorting. You gotta make them call outs precise. You gotta make them call outs clear. One thing you can implement is do a buddy system so that you know exactly who to hear out the call outs for. Obviously someone's gonna make a call out for the entire team from time to time. For the most part, say if you're roaming with another buddy, you can make them call outs to say he's in the one room, you in the other. He's on cams, you making a lookout. He'll make the call out, oh there's somebody over there. But then somebody else in your squad is also doing a bit of talking and this that. But you're listening for your buddy's communication, you're listening for your buddy's voice, and you know who exactly to listen to. Obviously keep an ear out for everyone else, but for the most part, defenders are going to be sorting out their stuff, and if you're roaming, you're going to be sorting out whatever you're doing. You're more part of the same team, but you need to listen to the person you're working with the most. Same with if you're running Thermite and Thatcher. You're not going to really be too bothered about what Capital's doing on the other side of the map when he's trying to get roamers, when you're trying to push the objective. So it's always good to try and run a buddy system. And that being said, let's move on to number 4. And number 4's tip is pretty basic, but it's to call out the person's name or call out the person's operator's name first before you make the call out. Because the worst thing you want to do is say, oh, to your left, when who you making that call out to, everyone on your team is going to be turning left, and for you know, you might be getting one of your teammates killed. Make the call out to the person you want to make the call out to. Say for example you're watching Jaeger and you know there's somebody in the left corner of the kid's bedroom. You say Jaeger or Bob or whatever his name is. You say Jaeger, left corner in kid's bedroom, Ash prone. It sounds pretty basic, but if you make the call out to the person specifically, you're not going to get the rest of the team confused and they can focus on what they're doing. And with that, let's move on to number 5. And number 5 is once you die, don't get caught up in rage. Don't get caught up in the anger and say, oh he's and all that stuff. No, try and cut that out as much as you can. Make the call out as fast as possible. As soon as you die, don't get angry. All you gotta do is quickly say, there's one in left corner on the roof, or oh there's one on the main stairs. Because the rest of your team need to know where you've just died. They want to revenge you, they want to help out, they want to win. So if you can make that call out as quickly as possible, it's going to help your team figure out how to take them out more effectively. You say, oh, Hibana in blue hallway, your team know exactly where they am. And within them few seconds, you've just helped your team, you've helped identify who it is, you've helped identify where they am, and your team can focus on trying to take them out from that position. Because the worst thing you want to be doing is going, oh, God, this, that, and the other. You're not helping your team. Make them call outs as fast as possible. If you want to mute your mic and then walk away or start raging, go ahead, get angry. I do it all the time as well. I'll just mute myself and I go, but yeah, try and get that communication out as fast as you can. And number 6 is more of a state of mind, but it's basically don't bring down the morale of your team. Don't be that guy who's always negative. Don't be that guy who's always putting himself down or putting the rest of his team down, saying, oh, no one helps. Oh, me, they're just going to wreck us. Oh, it's like, no, cut that out, man. We don't want to hear it. If you're having a bad game, that's your beef, that's your problem. Don't let that negativity rub off onto the rest of your team. If you're having a bad game, just cut it out, calm down, breathe, let your team do their thing, because your teammates could be up. They could absolutely be wrecking. If you're doing don't worry about it. You will get your round, you will get your game. Don't worry, you will have your moment. You just got to focus on the task at hand and let your team do their thing. If anything, just help your team out, jump on cams, let them know, give out the call out. Because believe me, next game could be your round. You could completely clutch it and ace it for your team to win it. Just don't put yourself down and don't bring the rest of your team down. An old saying, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say it at all. And with that, let's move on to tip number 7. And tip number 7 ties in with number 6 with the whole not getting angry and don't bring down the rest of your team. Just brush it off, don't worry about it, it's just a game at the end of the day. Even though it can get high intense and frustrating at times, just try and brush it off. Because believe me, the more calmer you am and the more tactical you're thinking, the better you'll play. Because the worst thing you want to be doing is playing angry. You don't concentrate, you'll be flustered, you'll be angry, you'll be swearing left, right and centre, and you won't be able to concentrate. So just stay calm, have a drink of water, have some pop, have some chocolate, look at some on Instagram or whatever, just stay calm and brush it off. Because believe me, you will have your round. Every dog has their day, as they say. And tip number 8 is more of a state of mind as well. Don't dwell on the mistakes of a previous round. Learn from them. Say for example, the first round starts and they completely bum rush you as recruits or completely bum rush you as Ash or whatever. You know for next time that they're going to be rushing. They're going to be playing quick. They ain't going to be messing around. So you can set up your defences faster and you can be more prepared for them. Or if they like to roam, you know you can push in and there's only going to be one defender in the objective. You just got to learn from the mistakes that you did last time and play them to your advantage. And tip number 9 is if a plan isn't working, communicate with your team and strategize another tactic. Because if something's not working, say I don't know, the thermite Thatcher tactic ain't working or the fuse tactic ain't working or I don't know, the roaming tactic ain't working, you need to communicate with that with your team and you'll be like, alright then lads, we need to try something else. Let's try and mix it up, change the operators, change who buddies up with who's playing what objective, who's playing what role. Just communicate with your team. If something's not working, you need to communicate through. If a plan's not working but you're winning the round, then that's cool, that's ace, something must have went right. But if a plan's dead out not working, them shutting you out completely, you need to switch it up, you need to try and change it up. So communicate with your team and make another strategy or another plan. And my last tip coming in at number 10 is more of a state of mind as well. Well, to be fair, these last couple of tips have been more of a state of mind. Is to encourage good plays. If someone's doing well, tell them they're doing good. If someone's doing a great flank, say, oh, great flank, oh, good job there, this, that and the other. Because if someone's doing good, let them know they're doing good. Because then it will help boost them around, it will help boost them up, they'll be feeling confident. Because believe me, if you're feeling confident, you can take on the world. You'll be able to pull off kills left, right and centre if you're feeling confident in your abilities. And that even goes for someone if they're having a bad game, but they do something good. Because I've seen players, they've been quiet all game, they've been feeling down, they're not doing that great. But they've pulled off a few decent kills in there, and you're like, oh, good job there, oh, good flank, this, that and the other. Then next round, they absolutely smash it, and their confidence shoots through the roof. It's like, that's all you gotta do, just boost your team up, boost your confidence, boost your morale. Because when the whole team's buzzing, believe me, nobody will ever come and contest you. There's nothing better than when you're hearing your entire team buzzing and screaming at your name when you pulled off an amazing flank or amazing kill streak and you run a really clutch and hard game. And with all that being said, those are my top 10 tips to help improve your communication within Rainbow Six Siege. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something today. Not trying to say that I'm Serenity or Macy J, but a lot of these tips have helped me improve my gameplays, and hopefully they can help improve yours. And if there's anything that I've missed, or if there's any tips that you guys can give, I say leave them down in the comment section below and let's get a discussion going. And with all that being said, I say I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you've learned something today. I'll catch you all lot in the next one. Draw a bit. Draw.